Welcome to Innerji, Tarot to Astrology and all things metaphysical. Hi, I'm Leslie, the Metaphysical Crone, and I thought I would just pop on today for an impromptu reading. So whenever you're seeing this, that is when that energy of the reading may apply for you. I'm going to do an Astro-Dice Divination reading. So what does that mean? It means that I'm going to use Astro-Dice, which has the planets, the signs, and the houses from astrology. But instead of looking at what is actually in the sky at the moment and reading that, I'm actually going to be casting the dice from a divination perspective. So let's see what this reading reveals. So these are the Astro Dice. The numbers represent the 12 houses in astrology. Then these symbols represent the planets as well as the North Node and the South Node. And the North Node and the South Node are actual points in the sky around the ellipsis that the moon travels. And then we have the symbols for the signs. So I'm going to be using my astrology mat. So, depending on what comes up with the dice, I'll be placing the dice in the house that is represented from the cast. So let's do it and see. Let's see what the divination is for you as we cast the dice. And we have the sign of Capricorn. We have the planet Jupiter, and it's in the 10th house. So I'm going to sit these in the 10th house. So we've got Jupiter in Capricorn, in the 10th house. Let's pop it there. So a little bit about the 10th house. The 10th house is about our public persona. It's about the things that we get recognized for. It's about our achievements. It's about our career, not so much just in the day-to-day work, but our actual vocation, our career path. So the 10th house is a very public house. It's very out there. Now, we have the sign of Capricorn. Now, Capricorn's natural home is the 10th house. So Capricorn, that energy is cardinal earth. So this is a very practical sign. It's about getting things done, initiating things from a practical perspective. And then the planet we have is Jupiter. Jupiter is known as the great benefic. In other words, it's a great planet of benefit, a great prosperous planet, a planet about expansion, outward growth, generosity, good fortune. It's also the planet of seeking. So how do we put all this together for our astro divination today? Well, what we're going to be looking at is when it comes to your career, things that you do out in the world publicly, things that you get recognized for, then there is an opportunity through setting good boundaries, setting good structure, because that earth energy of Capricorn is about good earth structure, about the physical things, so the actions that you take. And then with Jupiter there opening everything up, this is saying to me that when it comes to your career path or anything that you do that is about being out in public is going to be successful. It's going to open up. It's going to be fortunate for you in terms of the rules that you set, in terms of the boundaries that you set, and in terms of the actual actions that you take. So let's take this a little bit further. Let's say in your career, you were going for a new job. You wanted to apply for a new job. The energy around it at the moment is looking good. It's looking fortunate. It's looking at what skills do you have in order to apply for it? Do they match up? And is it part of the career path that you're wanting to take? If this was more about a relationship, then this would say that this is about the practical things in your relationship, the public things, the things that are seen in your relationship. And again, how can you practically open up that relationship? How can you practically move it forward? Because it is looking like that would be fortunate as well. If we're looking at this from the perspective of your own personal growth, then in the 10th house, it's your public persona. It's how you are perceived out in the world. And you are perceived out in the world as someone who is practical at the moment, someone who does seem to attract good fortune. So this would be a good time for you to put plans that are practical into place and put them out in the world. I do hope that was of help. Just a very small mini Astro-Dice Divination reading. Until next time, many blessings.